Okay guys, so I wanted to show y'all this tree in front of my house. Let me tell you about this tree. So I've lived here for 8 years now, and I've watched this tree grow up from a little bitty bush into a full-grown tree. And every single year that this tree has grown up, the leaves have never ever changed and fell off the tree. Even during the winter time, the leaves stay green on this tree, and they have never ever done this. And you see over here on the side, this big green bushy one branch of this tree right here. This is what it's supposed to look like all year round. Even during the winter, the leaves might, thin out a little, but they've never changed. And now all of a sudden, in the beginning of June, this tree has completely turned fall-like, and its leaves are shedding and falling all over the ground. Just leaves all over the place. And they're all turning brown and withering away, just like fall. If this ain't a sign of the times, you guys, I will kiss your tail. Now walk with me, because I got something to tell you. How come? I want to show y'all what the Lord showed me that I forgot to add in my last video. And this is incredible. I meant to add it in my last rapture dream, but I got totally sidetracked and completely forgot about it. So you guys check this out. Y'all know in my last rapture dream, I showed y'all how I was doing the study in Isaiah. And then I found all of this, the rapture between 23 and 24. And you guys got to know that this is talking about the rapture. If all of this over here is about the destruction and about the remnant left behind, the great revival, you got to know that this is about the rapture. And this is what the Lord showed me the night before I had my rapture dream, on the 23rd. So this is what I forgot to add in the video. I want to show y'all this. This is what the Lord pointed out to me and told me to underline. All right, now y'all think about 2020. Okay, and let me read this verse to you real quick and I'll explain. Then the Lord said, my servant Isaiah has been walking around naked and barefoot for the last 3 years. This is a sign, a symbol of the troubles I will bring. Now y'all think about 2020. In the last 3 years, what has everybody been doing? Walking around pretty much naked and barefoot, right? Not knowing what to do, not knowing where to turn, being all confused and everything. The Lord had me highlight the last 3 years. This is a sign. This is a symbol. And you guys, the Lord works through numbers. The Lord is all about numbers, okay? He even made a whole book in the Bible about numbers. He created numbers. He commanded them to be in the order that they are. You know, the Lord talks to us through numbers, and He wants us to pay attention to numbers, okay? So, yeah, this is amazing. This is God giving us a sign. He wants us to look at these things the last 3 years. And what do you get when you go the last 3 years? 2021, 2022, 2023, the rapture. And then if you keep going to know what season we're in, then you will get this verse right here. In Jerusalem, the Lord of heaven's armies will spread a wonderful feast for all the people of the world. It will be a delicious banquet with well-aged wine. That is the season that we're in, the Feast of Pentecost, the end of the wheat harvest, the beginning of the wine, the well-aged wine. And then right here, He gave me another clue. Now, I don't know if this, really means a whole lot, but the Lord had me highlight it anyways. So I'm going to read this to you real quick. Because this is like the dead in Christ rising. This is what this verse represents. But those who die in the Lord will live. Their bodies will rise again. Those who sleep in the earth will rise up and sing for joy. For your life-given light will fall like dew on your people in the place of the dead. And I got to thinking when I read this verse, who talks like that? Who talks in, sweet little sayings like that? Fall like dew on your people in the place of the dead. And it hit me. The Lord talks like that. He talks in parables. He talks in sweet little nothings, which I don't like to call them sweet little nothings because they're really sweet little everythings. But the Lord talks and you know, like little sayings like that, little parables, because he's trying to show us something in them. He's trying to point something out in them, in those little sayings. For your life-given light will fall like dew on your people in the place of the dead. And here you get the well-aged wine. And when do we get well-aged wine, y'all? We get it in the fall. That's when we get it. So the Lord is giving you nothing but clues in Isaiah for you to look at. And if you go to the Lord, if you really go to him in prayer and seek him and ask him for his knowledge and his wisdom, and you get in his word, which is he commands us to do, is read his word, he will point this stuff out to you. You guys, I'm not like a Bible scholar or nothing. This is, you know, I'm just reading through my Bible every day like you guys. And like I said, I hate to write in my Bible. I absolutely hate it. So for the Lord to sit me down and stop me on these pages and point all of this stuff out to me is incredible. I couldn't have done this on my own. I couldn't, because I don't understand a whole lot of this stuff. So this is God showing me that these are clues, you know. The last 3 years, that's a sign, it's a symbol. Here's the rapture, here's the destruction of the earth, here's the remnant that's left, here's the great revival, here's the season that you're in. Well-aged wine. When do we get well-aged wine? In the fall. That's when we get it. Guys, the Lord is talking. He's talking, and we got to stop in everything that we're doing in our everyday lives, and we got to pay attention, because he's showing us things at an incredible speed. And I think the reason why we're all getting these like massive amounts of rapture dreams and signs and stuff like that, because the Lord is telling us that it's time to go. We're in that well-aged wine season. We're at the end of the summer. You know, July 26th is, I believe, the true Pentecost, and you could watch that video on Generation 2434 as well. He goes all about into talking about how the true Pentecost is at the end of July, and that is when you get the well-aged wine, and that is when we're coming into fall. So this, y'all, is amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing how all these signs and stuff are coming together, and you can find them, all these clues. The Lord is pointing out clues all through his word. And I just want to add that in Daniel, he tells Daniel to seal up these books and unseal them at the end of times, you know. So but what he's talking about is these books. The knowledge that we had when we read the Bible before, we didn't have a full understanding. Now these books are unsealed, and if you truly earnestly seek out the Lord, he will show you what's unsealed. He'll show you the clues. He'll show you the secrets. So, you know, guys, just keep looking up. Keep looking up. We're going home soon. I love you guys.